Well, I'm going to enjoy all these days before the heat really blows in, Henry.
Yeah, it's going to be feeling much better for tomorrow after the front pushes through. We're going to be a bit windy, but at least temperatures are going to be much cooler. We're in the 70s and 80s for now. Even Mobridge looking at 80s as we 83. There we go. Thank you. 84 for Dickinson. 88 in Buffalo. The wind, notice more of a northwest wind. That lets you know Bismarck, Garrison, as well as Minot. The front has pushed past you, but we still have that south wind from Mobridge into the James and Red River Valley. So that pretty much does away with storm chances for the capital city region. Yes, we have the dew points out there in the 60s, so it's feeling muggy across the central and east, much drier across the west as the front is already passed. But with a cap in place preventing any storm development and delaying them, then that's part of the reason why we are not getting very much storm activity. But once it breaks, we'll be monitoring that activity across eastern portions of North Dakota. So for evening, overall looking good along and east of Highway 8, well, rather west along and west of Highway 83, east of Highway 83. Ahead of this front, we're still getting that moisture coming in from the south, so this is where we'll be monitoring the potential for storm development. Like I said, the Highway 83 corridor from Bismarck to Minot, you're pretty much out of the woods now, but we're still getting a little bit of storms pushing out of McIntosh County. We've got a few more isolated cells to your west, so we'll be watching this for you as well as Jamestown and into the Red River Valley. But that strong cap, that's the layer of air in the atmosphere that's preventing the clouds from rising. If they can't rise, we're not going to get any type of storms, and that has been the case. The cap is still strong across the east as well, as we're still not getting very much activity, but it will gradually break, and once it does, that will give the James and Red River Valley a chance of seeing those clouds to grow taller and eventually give some thunderstorms. The big story for tomorrow, in addition to the cooler temperatures in the 70s, is going to be the wind. It's going to be a little bit breezy for tomorrow morning, but as we get closer to noon and after, that's where we have that potential for possibly 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts with a strong northwest wind. Now, the good news is that at least as we go after sunset Wednesday, we start to feel the wind gradually decrease. So just remember, it could be a bit blustery at times for your Wednesday. And the forecast for the next few days, a couple of cooler days in the 70s for most of us, but we're all back into the 80s for Wednesday. Well, excuse me, Friday. Let's say Friday. I don't want to go back in time like that. We're looking forward to Friday, especially for the fact that that's the opening day for the state fair in Minot. You'll notice all of the lower 48 states expected to be warmer or at least hotter than normal as we go through the end of July. And we do have that potential for 90-degree temperatures next week, possibly even some over the weekend. But rain chances after tonight are going to be quite minimal region-wide, but overall looking pretty good. Maybe a couple of showers across the north, 30 to 40% chance. Other than that, get ready for a nice warm weekend and hot temperatures for our next work week.
All right, thanks.